Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Rants and Yarn with Two Best Friends. And I was going to do a video today with Stefanie, but the weather was not so great in her area, so the connection was getting choppy and it wouldn't make for a very good video. And it would cost me too much editing time, so we just decided to try again next week. And in my news update, I had told you guys previously that I was 5 weeks pregnant, and as of today's update, it didn't work out and I'm no longer pregnant, so I will recover, and once my body's back to normal, then I will try again, and maybe the second time will be a charm. And I haven't made any videos since then because I was taking care of myself and getting through this whole situation. So thank you everyone for waiting around, and hopefully you will join me and watch this next video. For today's article, it's waking up early won't change your life, but it's awesome for capitalism. So of course, if you wake up early and you're like kind of still tired and glazy-eyed, you're gonna get ready for your day, and you're gonna end up in a coffee shop drinking coffee, having a breakfast item, and it's good for capitalism. You make money. Or you're able to wake up early and hit the gym, and it's good for capitalism also, I guess, because they're making money because you're there at the gym. If you have a monthly membership anyway, I guess it doesn't really matter when you go or if you go or not. But, you know, maybe waking up early, people have more time to shop and buy things in the store, stuff like that, like coffee or breakfast, you know. I don't know. The internet really wants you to start getting up earlier. Everywhere you look, there's an article touting waking during the pre-dawn hours as the ultimate life hack. Okay, in the internet it says there's so many articles telling you why it's good for you to wake up early and what good it does for your body. And that's great, but everybody's body's circadian rhythm is different. And not everybody's the early morning person. But when it comes to Mark Wahlberg, he's a person who's known to sleep early and wake up early. He gets up and at 2:30 he's already at the gym, which ostensibly helps him stay focused on whatever it is that he's trying to achieve. Of course, having a set time frame for what you're going to do every day helps you stay focused on what you got to do, because you make it so. But when you're someone like me who works from home and doesn't have set time, then I can wake up, I can go to bed whenever I'm tired, and then wake up whenever my body wakes up, and then do my work then. I do work while I'm actually getting ready for my day, and then I'll go eat and continue my work if I still have more work to do, and then go out and do errands. And then sometimes I'll go do stuff with my husband, or I'll go do other stuff by myself, you know, and then continue my work in the evening if I still have more things to get done. And then after that I have time to relax and do whatever. And of course, I make time in between to exercise and keep up with my well-being. There's the widely ridiculed portrait of the HSBC executive who rises at 5:30 a.m. using her morning hours to meditate, drink green juice, and talk to friends and family on FaceTime. Yes, of course, you wake up early because it's like nighttime there across the world where your family is, so you have time to FaceTime and talk to them and see how they're doing And of course, you have time in the morning before you have to go to work to do stuff for yourself. Like, she takes time to meditate and drink her green juice, which normally you're supposed to drink on an empty stomach, and then it helps your body. The New York Times talked to 300 successful people and determined that the average wake-up time for a business leader or Olympian type is 6:27 a.m. And finally, the Cut's Edith Zimmerman recently and somewhat cheekily suggested a 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. wake-up call for anyone trying to get ahead in life, noting, "When I helped start a website almost a decade ago, I didn't know anything about how to do it, but I knew that at the very minimum I could wake up early as hell." To some people, if they wake up at 4 a.m., they get all their stuff done that they need to do for themselves, that they're not rushing to get to work, or maybe they'll have that ample time that in between having to get to work and being done getting ready, you have that ample time to actually devote to getting ahead of the game when it comes to work. Like, maybe you'll have extra research to do because you don't know everything. So when you get to work, you can actually do the actual work. So you've already done the pre-work, which is the research and all that stuff, for all the information that you didn't know. But the cult of early rising seems to miss a pretty obvious point. There is an opportunity cost involved. First and foremost, if you're waking up this early without going to bed early, you're going to be very tired and sleep deprived. Of course, normally you need to get to bed, you need to be in bed trying to fall asleep at 9 o'clock if you're going to actually wake up at 5. And that will give you 8 hours of sleep. But some people, they just end up getting to bed by midnight, and then they wake up at 5 and they only get 5 hours of sleep, so they're running low on energy. Unless they're used to just getting 5 hours of sleep and they can run on that, then that's great. If you are going to bed early, that means you'll need to cut down on other non-work related areas of your life, such as exercise, doing household chores, cooking delicious meals, having drinks with friends and colleagues after work, reading actual books, having free time after you put your children to bed, or watching one of the 17 Netflix shows everyone is talking about. Of course, you won't have enough time for that since you have to go to bed early since you wake up early. But on the other hand, that's what your day off is for. Or if your day off is the weekends, that's what it's for. You can actually do meal prep, and then you'll have all your meals ready for the week, and all you have to do is grab and go and eat it for dinner, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or whatever that may be. And you can still cook delicious meals, but it's just in a meal prep type version, unless you buy ready prepped meals that you just have to heat up in the microwave, and that's easy too. And household chores, you save it for your day off, and that's when you do them all. And if you don't have time for exercise, at least you have to cut in. You have to make time for at least 15 minutes a day of exercise, you know? And I mean, if you don't, and you just do it like all in the weekend, like 30 minutes on Saturday, 30 minutes on Sunday, that's still better than nothing at all. It's still better than nothing at all, trying to be healthy only on the weekend. And yeah, then you just go out with friends on a Friday or Saturday night. And that's still cool. And Sundays, you'll have time just to sit, relax, watch a few episodes on Netflix of your favorite shows, and have time to read. 'Cause that's what the weekends are supposed to be for. Family and time to yourself. Indeed, unless the goal is to make like a Silicon Valley aesthetic and eschew friendship, pleasure, wine, home-cooked meals, and downtime in the service of ruthless productivity, this advice seems pretty useless. Worse still, the early rising canon doesn't seem to question the fact more room in the day for work. As the demand for employers extend far beyond what's possible for the 8-hour workday, early rising advocates recommend not cutting back on work, but simply finding creative new ways to accommodate it. That's because the waking up early isn't really particularly good for you. It's good for capitalism, as Nicholas Lazard writes in a review of Jonathan Crary 24/7, Late Capitalism and the Ends of Sleep. Today we are willing connivers in our own sleeplessness. As far as late capitalism is concerned, we are nothing more than ultimately disposable units for keeping economics running. And I mean, yeah, you can find ways to do work and exercise at the same time. Like, maybe you have to read something for work, you can read it while you're on the treadmill. Or you can record it on audio. Or maybe you have to do, well, you can't really do research while you're exercising, that's true. Well, I mean, it's just when it comes to having to read stuff, or if you need, or you can record stuff and listen to it while you're working out. That works too, you know. Or when you're exercising, then that's when you catch up on your TV show and you're doing two things at once. Great! Of course, we all know some people who naturally spring out of bed in the wee hours, not because their careers make it necessary, because they genuinely enjoy it. Parents of young children also get up early because they have no choice, but no one seems to idolize that as a life hack. Perhaps it's true that the bright-eyed and bushy-tailed early risers really do experience fewer inbound distractions as they're getting their work done, as productivity obsessive Tim Ferriss put it. Good for them, but a lot of us already struggle to rise post-dawn, and it's disingenuous to suggest that there's some secret stash of hours in the 24-hour day that we could make better use of. If only we were dedicated enough. Waking up early necessarily comes at the cost of something else. Like, yeah, some people like to wake up early because they can get a lot of things done before their kids and their husbands actually wake up. Then if your kids normally wake up at 7 and then you wake up at 5:30, then you can already have taken a shower and gotten yourself all ready and had your cup of coffee and gotten everybody's lunch ready for work and school and gotten all the dishes done and stuff like that. Great. You're ahead of the game. Or some people say, heck with that. They do their exercise and get themselves ready, and then they're ready to tackle their day. They don't have to worry about, oh, I need to do it when I get off work. When you get off work, you just worry about getting home, having your dinner, being with your family, and then getting to bed, you know, as soon as you put your kids to sleep. Or whatever, you know. As Cassie Werber noted in courts yesterday, the best life hack really is to get enough sleep that you don't even need an alarm clock. It's a sound piece of advice, one that Ferriss would probably be unimpressed by, but not all of us need or want to be overachievers. Aspiration is to a well-rested person who finally has time to watch Killing Eve. If you plan your day out in a way that gives you time to watch a show before bed, great. I mean, if not, do it on your off time. I mean, everybody has downtime where they can catch up on their household chores, their time with friends, things that they're watching on Netflix. And I mean, you know, it's not about trying to fit everything into your day and having time for everything, because you just won't. No matter how rigorously you set up your day, it just won't always work out as planned. Because there are things here and there that get in the way, and you try your best to stick to the plan that you have. And if you get your sleep cycle just perfect, yeah, you won't need an alarm clock to wake you up, but you won't need an alarm clock to wake you up. But whoever has a perfect 5-day week where they'll wake up every day at 5 o'clock without an alarm clock regardless, you know? Because there will be a day there that maybe you won't get to sleep at exactly 9. Maybe you'll get to sleep at 10 or 11 because of unforeseen circumstances. You just have to figure those in, because there are lots of things that happen that you have to be present for, and then you still have to go home and get your Z's. Or maybe you'll say, heck with this day, I want to change my schedule and do it a little differently because I need a little more sleep, because I was out at something important the night before, you know? Come on, some people who just adhere to that rigorous schedule 365 days a week, it's crazy. I'm not someone who can do it, and if those people can stick to it, even being married and having kids, wow, I applaud them, you know? They're one of a kind. And with this, I leave you with a picture of kittens, like these cats who do not need to get up early. Picture of kittens, which I will have as my thumbnail. It's cute kittens who can sleep all day and don't need to get up early and have anything to do or be, you know? We all want to be like them, but I know we can because we have life and everything to do. Even if we work from home and can make up our own schedules, we still have to adhere to untimed work day and things to do for the day, because you know we still have to get tasks done, even if we don't have, even if it's not time, we still have to get X, Y, and Z done and all our deadlines met, you know, so we can't just have it however we want just because we don't have to go to an actual office and sit there from 9 to 5, where that's where we get our work done. Maybe we work from 9 to 12 and then later again from 7 to 11, you know? That's how we get our 8 hours. We get all our deadlines met. As long as the deadlines are met, when you work from home, it doesn't really matter how or when you do it. As long as you get everything else done in your day and then you get your needs met too at the same time, it's all great. But when you're someone who has to adhere to a strict schedule and who has a 9 to 5 job, then yeah, you have to figure things in before work and after work and make it so that you actually have enough time to sleep as well. And that's all comes in the balance. That's why not everybody gets enough sleep, because they went through everything and they're like, oh, I want to work out, but then, oh, my friend Sally invited me to go have dinner and drinks with them. But you gotta think about it. Maybe you can plan it with Sally on a day that, on Friday night if you're not working on Saturday, you know? Eventually she'll have one Friday night that she's available to go out and have drinks with you. She won't be busy every single Friday night, you know, and say that she's only available on, say, Tuesday nights, you know. It's for balance, and people like Mark Wahlberg who adhere to a strict schedule, good for them, who have that drive and can do it, but it's not for everyone. And with that, I end this video, and thank you everyone for watching, and check the links below for my social media and the things I have that are on sale that you might be interested in, and check Stefanie's links and see all the nice things that she has set for the Silicon Valley Comic Con. And I'll be back with another video with her hopefully on Sunday, and I'll have videos of myself whenever I can get the chance. Thank you, and have a nice day.